Next, Wake on the chat room. TCU and Baylor don't want U of H because they're threatened. Texas Tech wants U of H to join. They've won 8 of 9. Wake mentioned that. I have not. There's a lot of things that you know, because, and I had somebody email me this. When we say something, you hear what you want to hear, and that's part of a show. It's kind of like reading something. You don't read every word. That happens a lot now with social media. Someone may say something on a pregame show or a postgame show or during the game. I have not heard anybody say that they are afraid of Houston. I think what they're doing is being smart and calculative to make sure that's the right decision. If, in fact, they bring enough to keep the conference together by adding them, they will be added. Period. It's not because they're afraid of the territory or the recruiting or whatever or playing them at all. For one, I'm cool with it. I really don't care.
I don't know where this narrative's coming from.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Weird.
But Wake, thanks, and good luck against Houston. In fact, this weekend, that's one of the games here in opening week of the season.
Yeah, I don't know why today, like, there's suddenly been that thought process that there's, like, this fear or something. We've never said that, and none of us believe that either. So I don't know if that's, like, coming from some just article in the UH fan base or something. I don't know what it's coming from, but that's twice now, and again, that's not what we're saying at all.
No, and again, there's a risk of, maybe Houston makes your conference better. Maybe Houston dilutes it a little bit, and then all 4 teams kind of lose out. You know, Houston doesn't get the bump that they think they're going to get, and the rest of the schools lose enough guys to Houston where the talent gets diluted because, honestly, you can make Houston a Big 12 school, but if Texas A&M, or LSU ask you, or Oklahoma, you're probably going there first.
From Carl Adams, the state of Texas can support Houston as well. They will be recruiting against Texas and A&M. Someone will make big money from NIL starting at Houston rather than riding the bench at Texas. I'm not sure if that's particularly true, but Dennis Moore, greetings from Wilmington, North Carolina, born in Texas, Baylor 87, leaving Houston out of the Big 12 feels a little like the other Power 5 conferences leaving the Big 8 out and how you might feel when you are left out. So there's a lot of others, not just Houston or SMU or whoever, that feel left out. Hell, 8 teams in the Big 12 right now might feel the same way as well. And the one thing you need is everybody trying to be together, and the Big 12 has never proven that they can ever be that way. It's like when Mack Rhodes and Kirby Hocutt and the others were named to this subcommittee, this little cute subcommittee. I'm not trying to make fun of it. And then other schools who had no ADs or presidents a part of it, they're like, oh, my God.
Yeah, but
instead of what just may be best for the conference.
But you've got to just understand that fans are not schools, okay? Like, the worst Bowling Green fan is not emblematic of Bowling Green's fan base entirely. You know what I mean? So you're getting like the 1 or 2 negative Nellies and like thinking that that's, kind of, because I saw that too. And that was like 1 or 2 people, I don't think that was the general feeling, but there was a couple like, why is our AD not on? And it's like, because they don't need every AD, because otherwise they would have invited every AD. It's a working committee, but there's so many complaints and things that it's just that's a nothing burger.
All right, when we come back, it's the opening week, full week of college football after some of the games over the weekend. When we come back, my conversation every other Monday with Baylor head coach Dave Aranda, who had his media session, and then we'll get more of your calls, questions, and opinions on the chat, the calls, and also text line. Armstrong